one day I'll be studying in a tertiary institution. I will see the bigger world, experience freedom and the birth of independence. Meet new people, explore the city, have fun and live large. But the main purpose is to get that paper certificate, diploma or degree. Now the big question is, do they really all make it? Now according to the Higher Education Council in 2011, out of nearly 52 million population, just over 930,000 were admitted in higher education in South Africa, excluding UNISA. Now, out of all those students, over 50% only were able to graduate in minimum time, and over 40% dropped out. Imagine, in DUT, 5,000 students were admitted in 2011. Only over 31% graduated in time, 12% until now is still in progress, and 40% dropped out.
The reason for the dropouts basically is a lack of information of the perfect criteria required to attend campus and pass on a continual and efficient basis. That's all.
Finance, like most of my students, more especially my first year students, apply NSFAS totally. The second semester
Each and every year, students at DUT and all over South Africa are struggling and protesting because of insufficient funds with NSFAS, known as the National Student Financial Aid Scheme, which supports those students who cannot afford to pay their own fees, accommodation and meals themselves.
Actually, the study that we did beginning of this year, we realized that a lot of students drop out right after the registration, and I believe you are aware that it is during the time that there's always this striking. During that registration period, students strike. So you find that after that, a lot of students drop out.
First year was okay, but kunesfundo in programming, struggle cool cause ngayenza ngayifela ngifika ngayiphasa the following year. The following second year, shoot me second year, ngayifela twice until 2012 ngabona ukuthi no, this is not for me.
Uthola umuntu uyafika la uzostrugglisha for the whole semester trying to adapt to my lecturers teaching in English, because yes, in English you can read, but it's a different story to understand a lecturer ekufundisa.
So it was 2013 ngihlele ekhaya, 2014 ngisekhaya. Ngabona after lokho ama challenges ngihlele ekhaya ngabona ukuthi no, it wasn't worth it. So ngabona ukuthi angibuyele esikoleni ngiqedele ukufunda mhlawumbe ngizothola ongcono umsebenzi.
With the transformation that we want as the SRC at DUT, that will also be considered, because we want our students to be taught in their languages.
For the institution, there's a selection criteria, which you know, for any program, a student needs to have passed already at matric English at a certain level, you know. So the university expects that when the student comes here, they're already at a certain level. However, the university doesn't also ignore the fact that, you know, there's variations in terms of the different schools that people come from. So there are. I talked not so long ago about the writing center. I talked about there's tutor programs.
And it's a welcoming space for students. So there's always a place that they can come where they're not going to be judged. We're not lecturers giving marks, and we're not students either. We're sort of in between. So I think that allows the students to feel relaxed and welcome, and discuss their work and improve their approach to the work.
The writing center helped me with a few of my scripts that I've written, some assignments that I've done. It's helped me better my grammar and the way in which I write and stuff.
So you know the money that you get, whether it's transport money or accommodation, NSFAS, it created some sort of a mishap, you know, being immature at the time. But we used to look forward to the weekends, Fridays, there were student nights. Even being a student was a plus because there were student nights. You just show your SIM card, your student card, you're in. Half price, ladies free. You know, just the crowd was there. With those chicks in mind as well. You know, a lot of things happened. And then so happened, good sige, I impregnated somebody. Obviously, she too was a student at our school. My parents, they're like, Engati, I'm wasting money. All I'm doing is drinking and all that. And then getting somebody else pregnant while I don't even have a job. So they are looking after me. Now they also have to look after somebody else.
And then we also have a food security program.
No, I don't know food security program.
Nah, I haven't.
Student will come, make an appointment, see a psychologist, is just like that, and then we realize, okay, this student has a financial difficulty, the student is hungry, you know, it's really going through a hard time, and then there are documents that we require from the students. That would be proof that parents are not able to support them, and then we take it through to the senior psychologist for screening, and then they give them like an allowance. It's not food per se, but we're looking into that into the future. The PA helpers and mentorship training. We also advocate for students a lot. You know, whenever students come here, they've got issues. We go to speak to relevant people, you know, to help them. That's what we are here for, to support students, to make sure that students do not drop out. Like even, I believe you're aware that before students deregister, they come here, you know, we're one of the people who have to endorse, you know, say yes. We've tried everything possible, you know, to assist, to help the students to make sure that deregistration is not the option.
Yeah, I've used the student counseling at Steve Biko, and I didn't get much help there. They asked me what was my problem, and I told them, and they said they gave me a piece of paper to write my weakness, strengths, and other things. And when I came back to them, and they said they sure after a certain time I'll be alright. So I wasn't happy about that treatment.
Siyakhipha yi-weekend mfana plazeni emcimbini ngihudula igusheshi insimbi yamahumusha mpintshi ngilikhombe sabapini awunoma bangathini mandahinyo omela ikhekhe lasemakhishini ngithe mangifika bru wami ngathi sidudla kayi-1 ladlala i-IS kwaphuma abantwana jovo bafuna ukukhuluma nami bashaya isilungu mpintshami lana ngathi ngizodla 2 noma 1 sikhokho fede zawa waya ngapha bebraya notshwala bubhaya ngigcine sengicabanga ukuvaya okay ngavala ungwana ngamshashaya ngamkhohlisa